Hey, welcome to Black Amethyst Oracle. This is Carmen, and I hope you will stick around through this intro because this reading is going to be different. I'm trying to do things a little differently and be creative about the ways I'm getting energy readings, like my mediumship itself. I'm trying to explore it. So, what something that's been on my mind a lot, and I've been talking with a good old friend of mine about, it's synchronicity, and it's the way we cross paths and the way we are energetically linked in other realms already. It's so wild when you think about, just these degrees of connection, and how if you weren't here at this time or they weren't there at that time, you maybe would have never met. And this friend of mine, the circumstances under which we met were so random, and yet it's been over 30 years and we're super close and important in each other's lives. And we were going over some of our past loves and just the crazy funky details of how we and they had found each other. And it's all so interesting to me, and I think it's important to just sort of recognize in this reading. I want to recognize that sometimes we get hung up on one person, but there are always, other energetic beings all around us who, we have links to, that we may or may not be aware of, and we may or may not come into contact with based on the choices and the free will we're executing it at any given time. So let me just get into what I'm doing with this reading. I'm really trying to explore the way that I'm reading and give you something different. And so this is going to be fun. I'm so excited. I hope it's going to be fun. So I have 3 groups. These are to represent your energy, your receptivity to that love around you and those other beings around you. I will introduce you to those, but each of these I've chosen the Lover's card from the deck that I'll be using, and a stone, and each got 2 oracles to help me understand sort of where your receptivity is, what's going on with you in that realm. And then when we get into each of these readings, they're going to be sub-readings. I am going to bring out the dice. I'm going to tell you what Spirit wants you to know about the minimum number of love energy beings around you that are potential, connections that could easily be meaningful to you. And I'm going to try, I'm going to shoot for 3 for each reading. I'm going to try to pull in 3 energetic fields for each reading of 3 different potential people. These could be people that this could be someone you have known before and never been with. Could be someone that you've known and been with. Could be someone you've never met but know of. Could be someone you've never met, never heard of. Could be someone you're with now. So I'm just going to look at 3 different energies around you specifically. And then I'm going to try to get some clues about them, and we'll just see what happens, right? Like what comes through. I will show you these now, and I will insert a still so that you can get a better idea. This is for you. Don't think of a person, of a specific person. Think of yourself when you choose, okay? Hold your own self here, because you have options, even if you don't feel like you do, you always do. And I think it's important that we recognize that, and that's what I'm trying to do. I have the first group. This is epidote. The zoom thing, right? Focus there, epidote. And for this group, I'll be using the Star Spinner Tarot. This is one of the Lover's cards. Actually, Star Spinner has variations on the Lover's card, a few. That's one of them. I think it's really beautiful. For the second group, this is a hematoid quartz. conjoined, kind of. I love it. And this is the Lover's card from the Muse Tarot that I'll be using for the second group. And for the third, we have blue apatite, raw. Rarely see it raw. And then, oh, Santa Muerte. This will be the deck for group 3. I don't think I've used Santa Muerte in any of my videos yet. It's fun. Okay, I will insert the still. Think about your own self. Hold your own self. Hold your, cover your heart chakra if you need to, and kind of just really feel into which one of these is going to represent you, because these have been marinating overnight with the oracles that I got last night for them. So this is you right here. 1, 2, 3. See you at your reading. Hi to the first group. You chose this Lover's card and the epidote. We're going to be using the Star Spinner Tarot. These are the oracles that I got for you, and I want to talk about your energy, your receptivity to all of the love energy around you and the different beings around you that you can cross paths with. We make our choices every day, and you won't find some of these if you're stuck on something else. So the goal is to be open to your greater potentials, right? So just as a side note, I have this little bowl of pyrite and Oregon sunstone. This is my little manifestation concoction, and I'm going to keep that here for your energy so that you can if you choose to focus on that, and I'm trying to put the intention in there for you, if you're watching this, to feel this, to feel empowered, and to feel to be able to walk away from this feeling some sense of just ownership in your own choices and the part you play in your ride with destiny, right? So from the Dreamscape Oracle, you got the Elephant and Balance. So this is speaking to me about, Elephant is, of course, about strength. But this is telling me that your strength, a strength for you and your receptivity in particular is going to fall around, there's a lot of otherness. Elephants are such tribal animals. Their herds are deeply familial, and they're tied psychically. The way they communicate with each other, they can do it over distance. The way they move, and they're nomadic, and the way they move together, and they just really depend on one another and care very deeply for one another. If you've ever watched anything about elephants in the wild, they're so gentle, and there's so much love and empathy in these creatures. They're enormously strong, but they know how to control it. But I think there's just a message here definitely about your receptivity right now is that you may be feeling somewhat intuitive, connected, and you may be feeling a little bit strong, or maybe you're in a situation where you're relying on your people, right? Your friends and your support system. There is a loyalty attached to this. It's something that you value and you can recognize in others. With the Balance beside it, this particular Balance card speaks of, being able to balance your emotions, being able to you know, we've all got our light and our shade, our light and dark. There's good and bad. There's the bad, you know, like whatever that is. Like we have our uneven qualities that we, when we bring them into balance, we can more fully realize what it is that we're meant to be doing, the people we're meant to be meeting. I just get a real feeling from this that your receptivity is on high alert actually right now. You seem very open to receiving some of these energies around you, and putting yourself in the right place at the right time to meet connections that will better enhance your life and help your healing and growth of your own. I feel I just feel like a real strength and beauty with you. Like there's just a real beauty in your strength. Strength and beauty. Strength and beauty. There's a beauty in your strength. Probably people look at you as being very solid and very giving, but also strong and solid. Someone who's probably been through a lot. And maybe if you have struggled to find a balance from, you know, all of your emotions and things that are hard and things that are not as hard, it feels like that's, if that is the case, then I really get that you're doing a good job of trying to balance it. Like that's the message here that I get, that you're actually doing a really you're putting in, it's almost effortless. Like I see you as someone who is, your strength is just inherent, you know what I mean? Like it's so inherent that, you know, your attitude may be like, well, yeah, like, is it strength or is it just who I am? You know what I mean? But other people are like, you're strong. So, this also speaks about you being very sort of, your masculine and feminine aspects being very well balanced. I think that is happening for you, which tells me that, you know, the people that you attract, of all the people that you could attract, you are probably going to do better, have better connections, have better fulfilling relationships, more fulfilling relationships with people who are also very balanced in that respect. Like, you know, whether, it doesn't really matter if you're male, female, or any other identity in between or outside of those. It's just, if you know, masculine and feminine aspects are fairly scientific, and you know, it's archetypal. So like the point is, you seem to have a pretty nice balance going on with that. So it seems to me you'll be complimented by someone who also does. You know, so if it's a male, someone who's very in touch with their feminine side, but also masculine, or if it's a female, like someone who is also very in touch with their masculine side, like just the balance. There's just it feels really complimentary. It seems like something that you have, and it seems, you may not know, it doesn't necessarily, you know, presentation is the gender norm stuff. Like it doesn't have to be how you present. I'm not talking about that. It's energetic. So I hope you understand what I mean. Like it has to do with your energy inside of yourself, and like what you're made of. And really, technically, you can look at a person's astrology chart and break down, you can see masculine, feminine aspects and the balance there, if that's something you're into and have the information to do that with, you know, as far as like knowing someone's birth stuff. I feel like I'm really rambling. I'm sorry. And sorry, I'm just listening. I guess there's just one more thing I'm trying to get into words that I get from this energy of you, your receptivity. I see like a desert, like I see like dunes and wind blowing across dunes and this like expanse of just such large coverage. And I think the message that I'm getting is that your energetic field goes very, very, very far in this plane, on the earth plane. So you, I believe, are connected to energies that are actually quite distant from you in the earth plane. Do you understand what I mean? Like, you have energetic closeness to people who are actually very far away. So, you know, if you're meant to meet and that's your intention, it's the kind of thing that can happen. We all drive our lives and things happen, and we do have the internet now. That just crossed my mind, you know. I was like, how are you going to meet this person on the other side of the world? And I was like, oh yeah, internet. Okay, yeah. So, because I was just seeing like just this vast desert dunes with like just sand blowing across, and just I could hear like someone like yelling out, and it just like the sound just carries, and somebody somewhere really far away hears it. I think you're connected to people on the earth plane that are very far away. I know that's a little far out, but we're going there. I'm gonna put these up here by my little manifestation concoction, I call it. Okay, now comes the fun part. Yes. The first thing I think I would like to do is roll the dice. This die. I have these 12-sided dice, and I picked one based on color pretty much for each group. And I want to give it a roll. And I'm asking Spirit to tell me the minimum number of love energies. And when I say that, I mean like romantic intimacy type love, because there's all kinds of love. But I want to look at, you know, that partnership love that, you know, brings us here. All right. Spirit. How many love energies is this first group with the elephant and the balance, the epidote? How many love energies? A minimum of how many love energies are strong and present for this person right now, these people in this group? Okay. 4. All right. You have a minimum of 4 very strong, very compatible, very significant love energies around your energy right now. You have the capability to pull all 4 of them to you. Maybe not simultaneously. It's tricky stuff working in the physical realm. But it's important for you to know that, because if you're dealing with one person or 0 people or 2 people, like I just felt it's important for you to know there are at least 4 significant, powerful connections that are attainable to you, like within reach in your energy field. Okay, I know that sounds a little out there. So I need to give these a good shuffle, and I'm gonna speed up through that because that's a lot, right? Let's look at one of the energies around you. I'm going to try to do 3 for each group. And there are other cards that I will bring out. One of the energies that you're connected with. Seven of Cups. And Nine of Pentacles. Get started with that. So first of all, Seven of Cups. It's just funny that I just talked about internet because I believe this could be someone that we were talking about. This could be someone who is an internet connection and probably at a distance, I would say. This is someone who, there's a lot of fantasy and imagination involved in this particular connection, in this energetic tie right now. This would be a person who is you could definitely meet while traveling. This is someone who they could be traveling, or you could be traveling, or you both could be traveling and you could meet. This Nine of Pentacles is speaking to me about someone who is taking care of themselves and someone who is doing okay for themselves. Like they have the resources. I don't mean they're rich. They could be, but like they've got the ability to go somewhere and have vacation, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like this seems like an independent person, a very kind of sophisticated, savvy person. I see this definitely has a feeling of an internet beginning, an internet imagination, fantasy type of connection, and something that would require some resources in order to meet and be together. I don't think this is someone you have met yet. Or you could be talking to them, but I don't believe you've met physically yet. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I have some other cards around, and in this card, this is my clue deck, and I'm just gonna look for a clue or two about who this person is. Okay, who is this person? Who is this person? These are like the hardest shuffle. Come on. Whatever, they don't have to be. Okay. Get this guy. Clue. Drinks. I think you both would enjoy. Okay, so whether you drink or not, whether they drink or not, I see like a club, like a club or a bar or a restaurant. It feels like exotic, to be honest with you. Like I get a sunset kind of feeling. So that could mean they could be from a more exotic type of place. I definitely feel the ocean here. I feel They could be near water, or you could be near water, or you guys could meet near water, go somewhere near water. And let me get another clue about this person. Think before saying. Yeah, that to me just talks, I mean, these clue cards I have made for you to be able to take things that only you know that fit your situation as well. But I would like to say, you know, what I get from it. And I think that this speaks to me about the editing when you're communicating via writing, text, messaging. If you and this person are going to or do a lot of communication through typing, it gives you the ability to really edit the information that you're giving. It gives you a moment, you know, unless you're just flying off anyway. I mean, that happens. I mean, we've all texted things we couldn't take back or whatever, but like, I think this has to do, I get that this has to do with taking your time taking your time before you give information, or the types of information that you give. I'm picturing two people messaging and things getting lost in tone, things getting lost in translation because of it. It could be language barrier. This could very well be someone whose first language is a different one than yours. But I do get this feeling of things being lost in tone. Is that what we call it when we're talking about, like, when you know, when you're messaging and you're like, oh, you didn't take that how I meant it. You know what I mean? So I think this is just speaking to me about, like, if this is a person who becomes real to you or is real to you now, in your world, it could be something, this could be a clue that of who this person is. If you find yourself in this situation where, like, information is getting sort of like jumbled in the messaging, in the way that you're speaking, it could be because of language, and it could be because of writing instead of actually speaking. Okay, does that make sense? And then I would like to use this Prism Oracle and just kind of get an emotional clue about your energetic connection to this person. Whoops. Your energetic connection to this person. What is your energetic connection to this person? Happiness. They're going to make you feel happy. You're going to make them feel happy. I got the feeling of, like, waiting for that message notification, that sound, and, like, it kind of makes your day, the good morning, the good night. Like, it's really just textbook internet love that I'm feeling. Maybe you could meet when you're on vacation, they're on vacation, or you're both on vacation, and you continue to carry on over messaging. It feels distant. And it feels like something when you do come together, there's this sort of like Three of Cups celebratory kind of feeling. And, like, this is, you know, the happiness card here is speaking to me about, like, you just kind of light each other up. You know what I mean? Like, it's something you look forward to, is messages and communication from each other. And one more thing I want to look at, and I do not like to assign zodiac, and I don't use these often. And you can't always know everybody's whole chart, and maybe you're not even into astrology, but this is just another clue. And for me, this is actually, I'm looking for their moon energy. Okay, so, like, it doesn't mean that their moon has to be in the sign, and maybe I'll get two, but I'm going to talk to you about kind of like what it is they need. So, like, when I say their moon energy, it's kind of like what it is they need and want, and we'll see what kind of zodiac energy is coming through for what does this person need or want in a connection. We got Sagittarius. They need they need some freedom, and they need to be able to be who they are. And then this is fiery. They need passion. And it's funny because this Nine of Pentacles are earth, but I honestly did get a little bit of a Sagittarius vibe. So they could have some Sag in their chart, particularly in their Moon, Venus, Mars. If you look into it that way, I would say this is a person who is outgoing, passionate, is a real kind of like eyes on the prize kind of person, like a free spirit, but also like someone who goes after what they want and kind of makes stuff happen, a real kind of manifester. And that goes along with this energy. That's what I was talking about. Like they strike me as someone who needs to feel, in a sense, they need to feel free. It doesn't mean they don't want a connection, but they may not be someone that is necessarily ready to be completely tied down and committed yet. So you really kind of just have to take it as it comes with this person. They know what they want, and you know, you can't really change that. You can just be who you are and show up as you are. And it's important for me to say, remember, you have choices, you have options. So even if you meet this fantastic person, you're having a really good time, it's an important good time. This has shown up as a significant tie, but at the same time, it doesn't mean it's the only person. And if they aren't ready for something that you happen to be ready for, then it's all right. It's not the end of the road. And also, you know, maybe you're also in this energy. Maybe you're just like, let's just have a fantastic time together and see where it goes. And like, we don't have to call it anything right now. So this is the, you know, I'm going to put this back in the deck because we'll use it again. I'm actually going to put happiness back in the deck because we'll be using that again. I'm going to leave these so that we remember this person, okay? That's one. All right, let's go to a second person. What's another? Let's look at another energy. Let's look at another energy that is tied to you, that, and the other side that you could know or meet. Significant connection. The energy of another significant connection. We got the Star. Energy of another significant connection. Star is Aquarius, so it's a very kind of like free-spirited, kind of outside the box thinker, someone who's dreamy and hopeful and kind of out there. I would say romantic almost hopelessly is what I'm getting. Deep spiritual connection with this one. All right, let me get one more for this person. Tell me more about this energy right here that we got. Ooh, the Devil. That is an intense one. This is an intense one. I want to help you be able to recognize this when you see it, unless you already know who it is. Yeah, so there's this like, this person is like I said, just kind of like real open-minded and free-spirited, and like has a real kind of like liberal attitude, you know what I mean, toward like the way people live, and they're very like live and let live and free and like loving of all kind of feeling. There's a lot of like hope, a lot of positivity in this person. And the Devil is really just speaking to me about this person's like sex appeal. You find them really sexy. You're gonna find them really you're gonna be really kind of fixated on their aura and their like energy. Like they kind of like, they almost make you feel kind of like intoxicated with it, you know? Like I feel like this person is going to be just really sexy to you and just so attractive in the way that they are so open and positive and free. Another thing from Devil is, and I might speak in future tense. So, but like I said, this could be someone you've met, someone who's in your realm, someone you've met and never been with, someone you never even considered that you know, or someone that has yet to appear or anything. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. I don't want to have to keep saying it, but you would recognize this person by just feeling so incredibly drawn to them and so attracted to these qualities in them. And they are flirty. They're flirty. Very, very, very flirty. And with the Devil being Capricorn energy, right beside the star, which is Aquarius energy, I would say that you guys are probably close in age. I would say that you come from like basically the same culture, you know what I mean? Like you come from the same background. I don't mean like familial, I mean like culturally. Like you understand the same like cultural references. Like you've probably grew up with the same TV shows and music and stuff like that. It's just a feeling. Yeah. Let's look into some clues. Let me get a clue about this person. What's this person? How will our epidote number 1 people recognize this energy? A song. Okay, so I get they may be a musician. And like I just talked about, like the cultural references, I could see you could meet or have met at a musical performance, a concert, or a show. There is a musical relevance to you guys. I can tell because I can feel it. Anyway, I also get the feeling it wouldn't be for every single person, I mean, but who's watching this, but this could be a musician. Because I just see them as very different and out there, but cool. They're very cool, you know. This is a very cool person. You're attracted to them like wild, you know, like wildfire. Like this is air and this is fire, and it's like that's combustion, you know. Like I feel like you're this person is crush material, big time. Like you'll know because you'll have a major crush on them, and there's probably like a cultural musical tie that brings you to them, or them to you, brings you together. All right, one more clue about this person. Full moon manifest. Yeah. So there might be an element, I get that there might be an element here of a crush happening one way or the other first. I kind of feel like you would have a crush on them, and you would be able to sort of like bring this into fruition by your own and setting your own intentions and making it happen kind of feeling. Like I get this real like, I get this feeling from you that you're like, I want that, and like I'm gonna make that happen. Like I get your energy is really going after them, you know, like you're really pulled to pursue them. I mean, and I don't think they would be showing up if they weren't receptive to you. So hopefully that's helpful information. So you manifest, you know, every month there's a full moon, and you can set your intentions at the new moon and hopefully bring them out. But I guess that is speaking to me about, this is something that doesn't take a long time to bring if you want, or if it has happened. Like, it doesn't feel like something that is going to take a long time to get on the same page about. Does that make sense? Let me get an emotional sort of like an emotion in the energy of this connection. Speak to you about an emotion in the energy of this connection. Something I need to know. What do I need to know? Oh, goodness. What do we need to know? Oh, wow. They're all popping out. There's a lot of emotions. Look, you know how I feel about flying cards, but I think there's a little fluster energy here. Like, you might be like super starstruck, crushed out on this person, and they might make you a little nervous because they're so cool. What's an emotional clue in this connection? Tell me something about the emotion in this connection. Peace. Yeah. I get the sense that, you know, if you two, they're cool. I just get the sense that they're like cool. They're like chill. And I think that can be both intimidating and make you nervous, but also like make you just so want to be in that energy with them. You know, like there's something about their nature and their like chill factor, they're cool, that is just really appealing to you and makes you just like want to sit in it. And like I'm getting like this kind of springtime vibe, you know, like I think there's a lot of excitement on your side in particular toward this person, but they're so cool that it might make you kind of like chill that excitement a little bit. And then to go to the Zodiac, what does this person tell me about their needs and wants? What do they need and want in a connection? We got Capricorn, which is this devil. They do need they need to do things a little bit their way. You're gonna, you know, they need someone who's willing to kind of like let them have it their way a little bit. And they may do things slowly. They may be slow about emotions. Like they might like you a lot and feel it all, but don't expect it to show so apparently and on the surface. Capricorn energy can come off as very cold even when it's hot underneath. Like they have a protective kind of shield in a way. Like when you think of like these sea goats and you think of these horns, I always think of Capricorns as having these like, they're a little headstrong, you know, and they're very rational, and they're going to think about everything before they like you know, necessarily dive in. They're loyal once they do, though. So it's interesting to see this Capricorn energy up against like the star, because it does speak to me about a complementary duality, in that like this is a free spirited person, but they also, you know, have this rational side, this mental side that might you know, just kind of step in and not let them dive off the deep end. You know what I mean? That's just in their needs when you get close to them. So there's that. Do you see this person? Do you know who it is, or are you waiting for them? Very cool. All right. Let's put them in the star. Hold on. Okay, one more for you. me one more. Let's look at one more of the energies around you. Isn't this fun? You have so many options. You know that Jack Harlow song? I got options. Actually, I don't know what the song is called. I just know that line. I've been thinking it since like yesterday because I wanted to do this reading and I've been thinking about how to do it. I've been thinking about that song. If you're watching this, you need to know you have options. Let's look at a third option. Let's look at a third energy connected to your energy that you may or may not have met yet. One more love energy for our epidote elephant. We have 10 of Wands. This person is on the they might be a little, I want to say stressed out. Like they might be someone who's got a lot going on and has a lot of responsibility, and they may be feeling a little tired when you encounter them. And the Lovers. Hello. Okay. So right now I'm just getting that, you know, this is someone who, when you meet or met, has or had a lot going on and a lot of stress, and they may have even come to the end of a cycle. They may be feeling a little just overwhelmed. They may be feeling a lack of passion and drive because of some things they've been through. And this Lovers card is, in this case, like, gosh, you know, in a way it feels so significant to this reading because this was the card that brought you here. So like there's a part of me that feels like for somebody or some people watching this person is a soulmate that, you know, these are all significant, very significant like connections across time and space. But this one in particular that we're tapping into, for some of you, is a very, very deep soul connection. But for some others, I do want to say that this connection just has a lot to do with choosing and making choices. A lot of times the Lovers card is about decisions. So it's going to have to do with, you two will have to communicate a lot about how you're feeling and how it's going and what you want and what you need. And that's, you may recognize that, and because that may have already happened or be happening with someone. This is someone who things are, you know, things aren't ideal, and moving forward is going to require from the two of you a lot of give and take and a lot of understanding and a lot of compassion. It's going to take, you know, patience, I believe, but it's also, there's a really, you know, despite what this person is coming out of, there's a really strong attraction between the two of you. Really strong, compelling kind of force, like magnetism, that seems to bring you together. And you seem to be drawn to each other despite, I'm saying, you know, something that isn't ideal, and that the place that they're in is a little heavy and not ideal. This could be, I do get the feeling for some people here that this is someone that you have already met, and you may know exactly who I'm talking about, because this one is, it looks like it's a connection that could be very trying, but for some reason you want to do it. You both want to keep sorting it out and figuring it out. But anyway, it does read to me as a super significant one. And, you know, sometimes the harder ones are the ones we get the most from, you know, because you did have, this one looks really, these both look really fun to me. And I'm not saying there's no potential, I think there is potential with this one. It would just take time, the first one. And I think there's potential with the second one. It would take, I mean, there's potential for these all to be something. This one's going to take a lot of patience in your circumstances. This one's going to take a lot of patience in your understanding of each other. And this one is going to take a lot of patience and timing and logistics. Can we have a clue about this connection? This person. Finding this connection. Clue about finding this connection. Heartbreak. Yeah. This person, I think, is when you meet them, they are going to be heartbroken a little bit, and you may not know how much. They seem to be affected by heartbreak in the past. They are carrying weight from that and baggage from that. It doesn't mean you can't take it forward. It's just going to take, like I said, a lot of communication, a lot of understanding and compassion, patience. So this may be someone who has experienced, you know, was hurt in a relationship or relationships, but also this could signify just someone who is heartbroken over something else. It could be like the loss of, you know, family or friend or pet, you know, just something sad. There's something heavy in this energy. There's something heavy, and there's something about the two of you that is drawing you together, and you could probably help them heal. But listen, you know, you don't have to. And one more clue about finding this connection. How will you have or will you find this connection? May. So the month of May is significant. You know, that's that's wildly specific for who knows how many people will see, but the month of May, I can't really tap into much more than that, because that I feel like is going to be circumstantial, and who knows when you'll watch this. But the month of May could be significant. It could be one or both, one of your birth months. Could be when you meet or met. Could be when something heavy happens between you. Something serious. Okay. Let's look at, I would like to look at something emotional in your connection. An emotional quality that exists in your connection with this person. Show me an emotion in this connection. Reflection. Yeah, I think you'll reflect each other. You'll reflect something in each other, and it'll be healing. You may, you know, reflection's so obvious that you may see something of yourselves in each other. You may, you know, just connect. That maybe that's what draws you together, is that you both like feel and see something in each other familiar. But definitely, it just to me is mirroring this card, reflection, like the way they're looking at each other. And it could be also, there could be a lot of time of reflection within this connection, like a lot of contemplation, a lot of Four of Swords moments, you know, where somebody is withdrawn and resting and contemplating the situation and their lives and what they're doing, what they want and need, and, you know. All right, and then what they want and need. Let me get a message about their style of, you know, what their want and need energy looks like. does this person want in me? Scorpio. They need to go through a transformation first and foremost, but they also, Scorpio wants and needs have to do with depth. And there's a lot of intuition involved in this. They need to feel deeply connected. They need to feel almost telepathically connected. They need to feel that they can feel you, you know, deep inside themselves. And I think that they will. So, you know, maybe this will just help you recognize this person. Scorpio. My moon's in Scorpio. So, yeah, this whole tragic kind of like vibe off of them with the heartbreak. This all, it's funny because this Lovers and reflection go so well together, but honestly, this heartbreak, Scorpio, and Ten of Wands also big time fit together, because Scorpios go through many, many deaths. Like Scorpio moon energy, especially, like what I was asking you to look at, like there's just a lot of depth and transformation in this person emotionally. And they're probably someone who has to, for some reason, like face a lot of difficult losses and grief in life. And that's just how that is. So, I don't know. I feel like we looked at 3 energies that you are connected to. And energetically connected to. And, you know, you have, Spirit told me you have a minimum of 4 very significant connections around you. May or may not even include these. I'm not sure who I got. But the important thing for you to know is that, you know, your receptivity right now is really good. Keep things in balance. Look out for that other balanced, you know, other balanced people. And what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, I just lost my language. The treasure, that's not the word I want to use. Honor, appreciate loyalty, recognize loyalty, and you won't be steered wrong. I think that it's important to you that a person is there for you and loyal. So if you see that's not happening in any of these or any of those or anywhere else, remember you have options. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the next one. Thank you. Hi there to group number 2. You chose the Muse deck with this Lover's card. We'll get to those. This hematoid quartz, which is gorgeous. These are the 2 cards that came out for your receptivity. Messages for me to talk about your receptivity to the love energy around you. You got metamorphosis and fox. All right. Yeah. So you are likely going through or just emerging from a transformative state. You've been through something and changes are happening. Your situation is unfolding and you are on the precipice of realizing potential, new potential, change. Great change is happening with you. And with the fox is often a sly and sneaky energy, but there's more to it than that. It's also very sexy, seductive. You know, we call things foxy for a reason, and we talk about the sly fox. And so there's just this real kind of elusiveness and just sort of wariness, actually. So like, you know, maybe you're coming out of something and you're feeling a little guarded, feeling a little wary, feeling you don't want to be taken advantage of again, I'm called to say. You You want to be very particular about your choices coming up. If this is sounding like you know, like you're either, you know, you could be coming out of a very dark place. You could be, that could have just happened, or it could be happening now. You may be feeling, you may be feeling stronger than you were recently or not too long ago, like more sort of empowered, more, you may be feeling called to your destiny a little bit more, like more kind of like knowing like who you are a little. And, you know, you, as far as like your love energy and reception to what is around you, I feel you are probably energetically calling a lot of attention energetically, whether you know it or not. And it doesn't even have to be in the world around you. It can just be in the other realm. Like, I have a feeling that you have a lot of potential connections drawing toward you. You may be drawing them toward you. You may be somewhat coveted in a way. I think that I get this feeling that there's I get the feeling that there's energy around you that is, there's a reason why your guard is up. I think there are some kind of shady possibilities that you need to look out for, and you're good to be protective of yourself. So if that sounds like you, I'm gonna put it over here. This is my little, I don't think I said it in the intro, but this is a concoction of Oregon sunstone and pyrite. Just, you know, want to set your receptivity over here by that. If you feel like focusing there, I am just sort of like sending you my best kind of manifestation abilities so that you can bring in what is best for you, bring in, you know, reach your higher good. Did I do this part yet? No. Next I want to do this. I got a die. All right, so I think I mentioned I have the 12-sided die. I chose one for each reading, color-based. I have a bunch of them. And this is, I am asking to know the minimum number of romantic connections, the energy around you. This could be immediately physically around you. This could be distant on Earth. This could be someone you've met and been with, someone you've met and never been with, someone you haven't met, someone you've know of but haven't met. This could be someone you've never dreamed of. We are going to find out, I would like to be told the minimum number of very strong connections available to you right now, out there somewhere. All right, the minimum number of very strong connections near your energy right now. 8. You hear me? 8. You do have options. That's very foxy. Of course you do. All right, I'm gonna speed up while I shuffle these and get centered and get you some information about 3 potential options, okay? Okay, so I just want to mention I've been doing this thing when I get centered before I do every reading, and it has to do with color and breath, and I was getting I got hung up on this sort of amber color, and not hung up in a bad way, but I just really just wanted to mention that I do feel you very much coming into your power. I did feel that. So you got all these choices. You may not be aware of any of them. You could think that there are 0. You may be thinking of one person. You may not know of anybody around you. You may have 2 or 3 people around you. You've got a lot of, well, I mean, I think 8 significant is a lot, of connections that you could pull in toward you if you so will. So let's look at one. Let's look at one of the energies around you. One of the energies, one of the love energies, one of the potential love energies. A person. Someone. All right. Show me one for this hematoid quartz. Fox. Show me one of them. 9 of voices of swords. 9 of swords. Oof. All right. And 10 of pentacles. All right. Okay, so with this one, I immediately get someone that you know. Someone who is, honestly, I want to say someone who's very sad about maybe leaving you behind. That's one possibility. In this energy, you know, 9 of Swords is someone feeling guilty and experiencing regret and worry and concern. And 10 of Pentacles is, my goodness, you know, it's like, it's the family card, and it's like, it's the end game, you know, so to speak. And so like, there's both a feeling of someone is sad that this idea with you doesn't seem to be happening. Maybe you've left them. Maybe they've left you. I get more the sense they left you, but it could be either way. It honestly could. They're really thinking a lot about what could have been with you. This is someone who's thinking a lot about what could have been with you. Now, I did say this is someone I think you've probably already met. It is not outside the realm of possibility that this is a future situation, but I may speak about it as if it has happened. We'll see what the other cards say. I get this is someone who is very down and very in their head and withdrawn, and someone who is sort of clinging to memories of this with you. So this is just an energy that exists around you. Doesn't mean you have to act on it. But if you wanted to, it looks like there is still a link between you. I'm going to look into the clue cards to try to get some clues about how you would meet or know this person. Recognize them. How will our fox recognize this person? Music. You may be hearing songs that remind you of this person if you have met. You may also hear songs or music that make you feel like you remember someone that you haven't met. And I don't mean to be trippy, but it happens. I think that there are messages for you in music about the mood of this person and how this person is feeling. I get the feeling you may know who this is. You may have an idea who this is, and maybe this will help us figure it out. Music is significant. I see there's probably something shared between you. musically. Shared music you like with each other, potentially even played music together. Music's a clue. Apply it to your situation. If you don't know who this is and you can't think, and music doesn't help you figure it out, maybe it's someone you haven't met. Maybe it's someone who's longing for you and has you guys haven't even met. I think there'll be more clues for you in the music that you hear when you think about it. It's another clue about how to recognize this person, how to know when you met or meet them. Another clue. February. All right. Well, that's obvious, right? Like February could be significant. I couldn't, when I did put all the months on these cards, and that's not for me to necessarily know. That's applicable to your situation. February could be significant. February could be when one of your birthdays is. February could be when something happened between you, when you met, when you split. It could be a Valentine's Day kind of vibe. Okay. I'm going to ask now for a message about emotional energy and the connection between you. Show me an emotion in this connection. Show me an emotion in the connection between this person and the fox person. Ghost. All right. I have a feeling that this is someone that you are not in contact with, like someone I do get from the past, and I know I'm trying to leave it open, but I can't help but feel once again that it is someone from the past. We use the term ghost and that someone ghosted. There could be like an element of that, but this doesn't feel as much like, you had a thing and somebody just stopped talking to you, like ghosted you in like you have no idea kind of way. Like, well, maybe you don't. It is possible that they stopped talking to you and you don't know how they're feeling. But I mean, like, I guess when I hear the term ghost, like when we use it in like dating these days, like it has to do with like somebody just like never answered, or like, you know what I mean? Like there could be that going on. But more than that, I get that this is someone who is haunting you and they're haunted, and it seems to go both ways. There's a ghost quality to this person's sort of like energy, where they're just feeling shitty. I don't think that they're thinking about this with you. I don't think they can get you out of their head. Wow. All right. I am going to look at, and I think I did not describe it to your group yet, but I don't often pull in zodiac signs to mean that like you have to be one of these signs. I'm using these zodiac cards to get an idea of what this person wants and needs. Like this could be their moon sign, this could be their Mars-Venus placements, but this could be, this is to tell me what it is this person wants and needs in a connection specifically with you, but in general, in their wants and needs. What is it that this person like wants and needs? Taurus. also, this person wants and needs stability. This person wants and needs beauty. Aesthetics, you know, like this person wants and needs romance and love, but maybe stubborn in their expression of this, maybe stubborn in their admitting what they want and need. I'm drawn to, you know, Pentacles is earth and Swords is air. Ghost is airy, very, I would say, right? They really want and need this, the Ten of Pentacles. They really want and need the security and like to do well, to have a foundation and a something. It doesn't even have to be like, when I say family, it doesn't have to be like anything prescribed or predetermined, but just this sense of like security in the foundation. Like, even if it's just the two of you, they really do want and need this like reliable place where stuff can happen from. A home. They need it. They need a home. They want to need a home. I think they may be in their head about whether or not you are that, and they probably think you are, and they might not know what to do about that right now. They just have a kind of depressive energy, to be honest. Listen to music. If February ties in for you, then you may know who it is, but look for further clues in music. Okay, I'm going to remove those. Oh, I was going to leave these out, actually. Let's put this here. And, okay. Let's get a second energy, a second person near you, energetically near you, not necessarily physically. In the realm that we do not always have eyes on, ears on. The realm I love to go into. I've been feeling obsessed with doing these readings because I enjoy going there so much, to that place. And lately I've been feeling very connected to that ability, I guess, to go there. I mean, everybody probably has it, right? I don't know. All right, tell me another person. Show me another energy for our hematoid quartz fox person with all these options. So many options. Another person. The Lovers. That's funny. The Lovers showed up in the last reading for one of the people too. Which is just interesting because that was the card that, you know, brought us. That was your representative card for choosing the deck. Anyway. So this one's going to be a doozy. This is a connection that is, has a strong soul bond in existence already. And this is a Gemini energy, very mental, This person is very like into communication and being, this person is very brainy and funny, I think. Show me more about this person. Two of Cups. Yo, you got this person got the Lovers and the Two of Cups. I don't know if you've met them yet. Like I said, this could be someone you have met and been with, someone you've met and are still with, someone you have met and not been with, someone you are, have I said everything yet? Someone you haven't met yet. So it's a whatever. It's somebody around you, but this one, come on, the Lovers and the Two of Cups. This one's big. This is a big one. So I'm feeling a little shy right now. Like I'm getting like a oh feeling. It's exciting. I think you would recognize this person by like things just getting off to a really exciting start, whether that's happened or is yet to come. This person is super bonded to you, energetically, spiritually. This person may have healing qualities, like for you, like you may feel they make you feel better, like if you've been going through anything, like, and it looks like you've been going through something with the metamorphosis and the fox, like it does. So I just see this as a person who you can relax around and be yourself with, and I think they appreciate you and you appreciate them. There's a feeling of being the same, like being from the same sort of being from the same like background in a way, like being from the same planet, if that makes sense. Like I don't mean like, of course it can mean like earthly background, but like I'm going back farther. Like there's this kinship feeling, like this, there's a real soul feeling, like you just understand each other, which is important here with the Lovers, you know, the understanding. There's so much mental energy here. I think that your connection will thrive on being able to communicate well and just sort of understanding each other really easily. Let's get some clue cards. Clue cards for how you can recognize this connection, how clues about how you met or will meet. Clues about how you met or will meet, or how you can recognize this connection. Talk to a friend. So you may have mutual friends. This, I've said it, I feel like I repeat myself a lot, but like this deck that I made is meant to trigger your instinct as well, because it has to be like situation specific for you. So like this might mean something to you that I don't know, but for me, I'm just gonna say like the generic thing that it clearly, as far as like recognizing this person or knowing like a clue about how you will or did meet, it does feel like there is a mutual friend connection between you, possibly. I also just got, it could feel like talking to a friend. So maybe it's a friend of yours that you haven't necessarily crossed the line with. Oops. One more clue about recognizing this person, how you met or will meet. January. You know, this deck is funny because I put all the months. I can't remember what else I put in there for time, but well, not every. There have been a lot of months popping up. This is a lot of cards. There's a lot of information in here. There are only 12 months. Anyway, January is significant to you. January could be when one of you is born. January could be when you met or will meet. Something big may have happened or will happen between you and January. There's something about January. I don't know. That doesn't have to apply. It's so specific. You'll know if it does or if it happens, I guess, if you remember. Right now, I want to look at an emotion in the connection between you. Let me get a message about the emotion in this connection. The emotion in this connection. Message about the emotion in this connection. Hunger. Ooh. Yeah. All right. You two will have a real kind of insatiable, or do have a real sort of insatiable need for each other. There's a hunger. I mean, I feel like I can see it in this card, like this one, this Two of Cups. I get the feeling you or they will feel both satisfied and left wanting more of each other. All right. And for their wants and needs, a message about their wants and needs. Tell me about this person's wants and needs. What do we need to know about this person's wants and needs? Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy in their, possibly in their moon, Venus, Mars. Their wants and needs, they need to feel passion. They need to feel like they're headed somewhere. They need to feel like what they're doing is yielding results. They need to feel free to be and express who they are. They don't want to be like changed. They can't be changed. I mean, they can if they want to be, but you can't just come in and like tell them how to live kind of thing, you know? They are going to enjoy the chase as much as getting the goal. They like every part of the process. This is a person who is probably very creative and really likes being active, and this is a person who needs and wants to feel like they matter. And like they're like, I was gonna say that they're sexy, but I don't think it's that they're sexy. They don't need to feel sexy. They seem like a person who's real modest about that. If they are sexy, they seem like a person who is just, they want to feel like they're appreciated for something else about them that isn't sexiness. Like they want to feel like you or anyone appreciates their spirit, you know, like who they are and how the ways that they're different and the ways that they're brave. Okay? All right, that's 2 of yours. Let's do a third. Can we see a third energy for our hematoid quartz fox person with so many options? I don't know. I just feel like you have so many. It says a minimum of 8 very significant energetic connections near you. That's a lot to me. I know it's a 12-sided die, but like, at any point along the way, don't ever feel like you have to settle, because you don't. But I think you know that because you're in fox energy. That's why I said you're feeling guarded, and you're kind of holding out for like what feels the most right for you and what you feel like you can trust. And you'll know, probably. And even if it doesn't work out as planned, I guess that's the message I'm trying to convey today, is that you have other energetic connections, all kinds of directions. It's just a matter of aligning with them. Three of Swords. So now we have a person who is really sad and confused, which automatically leads me to say, I get the feeling this is a recent ex. Of yours. Maybe. Let's get some more. It could be just someone who just went, you already had this? What are you, like, you're like a heartbreak magnet? Like, maybe that's what you're going through, and you're also attracting other people who have just been going through the same thing. Because you had the 9 of Swords up here where this person's like seriously upset, and then like now you've got the 3 of Swords over here where there's another person who is sad and confused and heartbroken and just in a really hurt state. And I don't know that they're very receptive right now. Like if we were to look at their receptivity, I don't think they're as far along as you. Tell me more about the 3 of Swords person, this energy, this person who's connected to our fox. The Devil popping up again in this one. I get the feeling this person really wants to be rescued from this energy. They're in it, they hate it, and they want out, but they're also just really trapped by it. They're really fixated on what hurt them. It could be you. You could be the person who hurt them. I don't know. But, I mean, we'll get more clues. But, yeah, this person isn't far from you physically. This person is, wouldn't be difficult to manifest, this relationship. It may not sound like something you want to manifest because they're in like a state, but, you know, who knows? We come together differently for different reasons. And, you know, maybe I feel you're farther along than they are in like healing from something that may have happened, but, I think you could make them feel better physically, but I don't know about emotionally, unless you're the one who hurt them. You know what I mean? So if there's someone that you have recently put in this state, I would say that they're like wanting and missing you physically above everything, and they're really fixated on your energy. If it's someone that you've been with, if this is because there's different people here, if this isn't someone from your past, this is someone who could be kind of like quick to attach themselves to you, almost like a misplaced affection. Like they're sad about this and you don't want them to just transfer all of their stuff to here. You are good to be guarded. That keeps coming up. Your first and third energy that I've picked up are showing me like you're definitely attracting people that have also been going through it. And it looks like you went through it. But I feel like you're on the upswing. But you're still guarded. But it's good that you are. Because I'm picking up people who are not necessarily ready. You know? Let's get some clues about how you might recognize this person. Sometimes I get paranoid that it's not recording. All right, it is. How you might recognize this person. Clue about how you might have met or meet again. Clues about recognizing and meeting this person or your connection. You least expect. Maybe you don't know. If this is someone from your past, you may not know how much you're on their mind, and they may pop up when you least expect it, either randomly or they may reach out. If this is not someone from your recent past, I think it's going to hit you by surprise, especially now that you've seen this and you're going to be like, oh, it's this that person? Is this the Three of Swords person from that reading? I just kind of get the sense that like you, or maybe even if this is a person from your past that maybe you met in a way that you weren't expecting them, like they came out of nowhere. I just heard like Faith No More, you came from out of nowhere, like it was just like blindsiding connection. Like it was like, I wasn't looking for this, and what are you doing here? You know what I mean? Like in a way that rocks your world, but it could be a little scary. I get a little tower vibe about this whole connection. One more about this connection, how you might recognize or meet this person. New ideas. Okay. This is speaking to me about refreshing and emerging, and like this metamorphosis card, this is someone who I think is going to bring up in you a feeling of a lot of potential and the unfolding of your destiny, actually. Like, so if this is someone that you've been with, I get the feeling there may be a renewal. If this is someone that you have not met yet or been with yet, this feels like a very passionate, coming from out of nowhere, sort of driven, a connection driven by wanting to change and wanting to feel better and do something new. Okay, let me look at the emotional energy of this connection. Let me just see something about the emotion in this connection. Show me something about the emotion in this connection. Something about the emotion of this connection. peace. That has come up before today. Yeah, I think that there's something about your connection that can bring peace in a place of absolute not peace. This is the opposite of peace. The three of swords is the opposite of peace. And I think that this person, this peaceful feeling would go both ways. It's something. I also hear resolution. So like I said right here with the being totally surprised and a renewal, I think that this speaks about a possibility of resolution. This could absolutely be, this is going to be wildly specific, but like they might hit you up for a booty call and next thing you know, you're like back on it. All right, let me look at what they want and need. Let's look at this person's wants and needs. Three of Swords, Devil. So, tell me a message about what they want and need. Aries energy. So Aries energy is passionate and independent and strong. They need to feel, I just got strength card vibes. They need to feel strong. They need to feel capable and in control in a way, you know? They need to feel they need to feel powerful. And I think, frankly, that they haven't been necessarily feeling very powerful, and that after, you know, everything that's happened with them, that's why they're just feeling like this. They lost control. They lost their sense of power over a situation. They want and need to feel like they can make the things happen that they want to happen. This is Wands energy. This is fire. It's very, I also with this Aries get spring and renewal, like we have here. I talked about resolution here and renewal here with the new ideas. And with this Aries, I'm getting spring. We're on the verge, at the time of recording, we're on the verge of spring, and it just occurred to me, yeah, we're almost in Aries season, and there's definitely, with Aries, it's easy to have like moments of friction. It's just a thing I've noticed. There can be like a high level of irritability with this person's kind of like their receptivity, you know, like they may not be able to get everything they want and need. Sorry, my phone, I should turn my phone off. They may not be able to get everything that they want and need because they don't necessarily want to be vulnerable enough to admit what that is. But hopefully, you know, if this is somebody who needs to get out of their funk that you've known before, maybe they will reach out and tell you what they needed and what they need, and maybe that works for you, maybe it doesn't. Okay, there's that. All right, that's 3 for you. 3 of the many possibilities that exist for you. 8 at a minimum, very significant and strong connections, and these 3 may not even be in this 8. Do you understand? So looks like there could be a rekindling situation, or someone that, you know, has been going through it and sort of needs something. And then there's this really sweet one. My goodness. Maybe through a friend, like a real soul connection, a lot of like healing. And then there was this one, another sad person with clues in music and thinking about this, really just wanting it all. This person really does want something significant. All right. Oops. I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you. Hi to the third group. You chose this Lover's card, this blue apatite, Santa Muerte deck. And these are your oracles from the Mystic Misfits. You have Moon and Spider. I'll talk to you a little bit about your receptive energy right now, like your receptivity when it comes to love energy right now. This Moon and the Spider, we're looking at, you may be right now experiencing confusion, maybe confusion about who's out there for you, what they want from you, if there's anyone out there for you, what's going on with people that are out there for you. You may be feeling somewhat intuitive. That's always with the Moon. But more than that, I also sense some apprehension and a little bit of like guardedness and distrust, like just a general sort of like wariness, like a beware, like I just got this like werewolf howling at the moon kind of vibe, like this kind of like who's out there, like who's that out there, like just this sort of like there's definitely a little bit of a distrust going on in your receptivity right now. Sometimes that's a good thing, like we have to be guarded about energy. All kinds of things can get in and mess with you. So like with the Spider, there's a lot of control with the Spider. They are master creators, right? Like there's an element of home and security being important to you. So you may be feeling protective of what is yours, whether that's your possessions, your home, your family, your kids, your friends. Like you may be feeling protective about that. You may feel like you've built a lot and you don't want anybody to come in and shake it up and disrupt anything that you already have going on. Just a little wary of like what people's intentions are. Your receptivity, you may feel people coming toward you and feel an instant kind of like back off kind of vibe, like you may feel picky and choosy. I just heard like you'll pick and choose, like I picture you being like, yes, I'll know it when I see it, and everything else I don't have time for kind of vibe. That's what I'm getting about your receptivity, because we're talking about all the options around you that exist, like energetic connections and the beings of them. Is that still visible? What's around you, and this is like your receptivity level. You're on the lower end of receptive right now. It doesn't mean you don't want anything. Obviously, I think you wouldn't be here if you weren't interested in knowing what's out there. But yeah, like howling at the moon, like, well, who's out there? But it's also like, who is it? You know what I mean? Like there's just a guarded protectiveness. And I don't know if I mentioned in the intro, but I feel like I've said it in the 3 readings. This is pyrite and Oregon sunstone. It's manifestation stuff. Got some black tourmaline for the protection, which you need. So this is just about like basically kind of like healing and bringing forth your will and your best, intentions, like the things that will serve you. Like I just want that for you, and I'm just sort of like focusing your receptive energy over here with these good things, so that whatever happens is in your highest good. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is, I don't know if I talked about in the intro very much, but I have 12-sided dice. I have many of them. I chose Each reading got one. It's color-based. It's my own aesthetic thing. And I have one here for you. And I'm asking Spirit to tell us the minimum number of strong, significant energies near your energy. This is in the spiritual plane. This is in the energetic realm. That doesn't mean they have to be physically near you. Energetically, you have ties to at least this many strong, significant possibilities, options, if you will, if they are brought into being by you both. Okay. How many for our moon person? What? 9. That's more than the last one. So, do you hear that? You have like lots and lots of possible connections out there. Your energy strikes me as a single person. It doesn't mean that you are, but it strikes me as a single person. It doesn't mean that you have to be. Absolutely. But if you are, I'm just saying, you got 9 potential, very strong connections linked up to your energy out there somewhere. Okay? I am going to speed up as I shuffle through this deck and get myself centered, okay? Let's see one of these people. Let's look at one of the beings attached to your potential love energies, okay? How did I say that? We're looking at someone whose energy is near you. Sorry, my dog's a dick. All right. Can you show me one of the people around our moon, apatite, group 3? Show me one. King of Pentacles. Okay. That's a badass. Somebody got it going on, got it together. Show me something else about this one, this energy, this person. The 5 of Swords. This is a competitive person. They may have a little drama going on right now. Like drama that is just tension, you know, like creating tension in their lives, like a little. It could be, honestly, it could be anything. It could be work, home, relationships, friends, life, the world. They may be feeling personally attacked, like, you know what I mean? Like they may be feeling like, here they are, this very capable person who seems to have a lot of like their shit together, like they're very earthy and like stable and practical, and they like want to lock it all down and like have a good life. They're super well intentioned happening here in this person, and yet something is coming at them. Something is, It doesn't feel like love stuff. It feels like world stuff. Like it feels like life stuff. Like they may be feeling a little insecure for some reason, even though they don't strike me as someone who is generally insecure. Like for some reason, they maybe have had a some sort of threat to what they own. In which case it could be like an ex-spouse trying to take something. It could be a job at risk of ending or ending. It could be they're just feeling protective, and they too are feeling a little, oh, I just made this connection. This is the same as your spider energy. This person right here is the same as your spider energy. Like I get the feeling like security and home are very important to both of you, and neither of you want to have your shit like disrupted. But this person outside of you, I don't think this has to do with you, is currently in their energy. Did I hit record? Yeah, it's I don't know why I worry about that every single time I get paranoid that I didn't. This person is experiencing something right now that's just made them uneasy, and it's made them feel also a little guarded. And it's not necessarily heart guarded, but it's distracting from their heart stuff, because it's like I think it's practical and like esteem related. Like it has to do with like where they build their security and feeling like a threat around that, and then that affects their ability to be like completely open in love. Because like if their possessions and their security and their finances are at stake, then they may, being the King of Pentacles, they may begin to wonder like, if I lose everything, I'm not eligible anymore, kind of vibe, you know? Does that make sense? So this is someone that you may know and have been with, someone you may know and never been with, someone you may be with now, someone you have not met personally but know of, or someone that you I'm trying to go through it. It's every possibility is what we're picking up, and I feel that that is true for this person. Like they could be at any range from your awareness. They could be someone you haven't even met yet, or someone you have history with, or anything in between. Okay, so the next move is we're going to get some clues. I'm looking for clues about how you will how you might recognize this connection, how you will or have or will or did meet this person. Clues about how you will or did meet this person, or how you will recognize this connection. Oof. Come on now. These are really awkward. I won't order square again if I do this again. I made these cards, so if you don't know, they're clues, and they're meant to give me some sort of like intuitive psychic clue, but also for you, which will be very specific to your situation. And sometimes like I don't know what it is, but you will. Sometimes it won't be for you, I guess. Collective stuff. All right. Let's look at this King of Pentacles, and please tell me, how will apatite moon person recognize or meet or have met King of Pentacles? Your usual spots. Sometimes I don't think I need to say anything. I'm just like, okay. This is someone that you met or will meet at your usual spots, or if you're together, you'll know because a part of your, this person is already a part of your routine. That feels very self-explanatory. Let's get another clue about how to recognize who this person is, where you did or will meet. Highly likely. Okay, this is someone you're definitely gonna or did cross paths with. There's a real high likelihood, because a lot of these, like, you know, we picked up a minimum of 9 significant connections. Doesn't mean you'll meet any or all of them. And I'm picking up 3 in the readings. I'm doing 3 for each reading. Doesn't mean necessarily that you will have or meet each of them. However, this one says highly likely, and I get that vibe, because your usual spots, highly likely, just seems like someone you are just bound to meet or already know. Okay? Now, let me get an emotion that runs in this connection, in this energy between you. Talk to me. Give me a message about the emotion between the two of you. Emotion between the two of you in this connection. What's a significant emotion in this connection? Consciousness. So between the two of you, your connection is likely to make you both feel just more aware of what's up. Like, you both seem somewhat evolved in earth, like mature, like you've early on, it has meant something to you to create a foundation and thrive in life and like do something with yourself here. You may both like have your own homes type of thing, have stuff, but so there's like this awareness that you share in like the importance of having that, that you each have. Not that it's important for everyone to have that, but then on another level, the consciousness, it seems like there's a hint between the two of you that in coming together, you can each transcend the material world. Like you both, I get the sense you both put a lot of value in the material and the home and the security, but like as you come together, something that happens between the two of you, that's something in the alchemy of your connection, also kind of awakens like a more conscious energy of like there being more to life. Okay. And then looking at this person's wants and needs, and I guess I haven't explained it to this group, but I'm using these Zodiac. I pulled the royals out of a deck I have, and it's just it's 12 Zodiac signs, and I'm looking at, you know, basically this person's moon energy. If you know their chart that well and it rings true, that's amazing. If not, it doesn't really matter. I'm just getting this information so I can talk to you about what this person wants and needs, what I feel this person wants and needs in a connection or your connection. Okay, what is this King of Pentacles want or need in a connection? Virgo energy. All right. Earth, there it is. They want to be taken care of, kind of. Like they can take care of things, but they want someone who takes care of them too. This is a real spouse energy. Like they want, like, if it's a man, they want wifey. If it's a woman, they want, you know, hubby. Ooh, I've never said that. Like, I get the feeling they really want the commitment and they really want the partnership and they really want to take care of each other. That's a feeling that's really important to this person. A need and want that they have is to feel taken care of and to feel that they can take care of you. I know that it's important to them that they can take care of you. And when I said husbands and wives, please don't be upset about gender stuff. I mean, obviously it can be any combination. Let's not, you know, get that technical. You know what I mean? Spousal is what I was talking about. So, I mean, because yeah, this is a queen card. It's a queen of pentacles, and that they've put this Virgo on. And, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is also, though, Capricorn energy. So there's definitely just a lot of earth and a lot of wanting to have a secure, stable home and family, you know, like just a real kind of like knowing what's happening from day to day, like not a lot of surprises and or anything shaking up there's security in having and needing, and security in feeling needed. Okay, feeling needed. They need to feel needed. They want to feel needed. All right, so maybe you know who that person is. It sounds like you do. If you don't, you're likely to. You're at your usual spots. All right, so we're gonna put person number one that we picked up over here. Let's pick up another person. Who's another energy around your energy? Another energy around your energy. And like I said, this could be someone on the other side of the world. This is not all earthly. Like sometimes these connections are very far, because energy doesn't have anything to do with space the way we do. I'm curious, so yeah. So, let me do this. All right. A second person, a second energy, a second person's energy. Another person's energy. Another person whose energy is around your energy. Eight of Wands. That's a quick one. Something fast. Gonna need more than that. Has to do with love. It's like quickly falling in love for sure. This person, this Eight of Wands, tell me. Seven of Pentacles. All right. I wonder what your sign is, because you've got two different pentacles, people coming in who seem to care about having and growing. But for this person, all right, Eight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. This is someone who has or will come in real fast and real, like, you guys will probably move pretty quickly with your attraction and connection, or did. The Seven of Pentacles is speaking to me about another of this kind of energy, like someone who wants to grow and have and be able to take care of everything. They really are working hard. I think they really care about getting more of everything. I get the sense this person feels younger than this person. They seem to have a real kind of like ambitious attitude and a real driven, whereas this person is driven, but they've kind of gotten there. This person's still getting there and driven in that way. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is a person who I sense they feel unstoppable. They feel really hungry for success and recognition. And as far as like a connection with you, I think it's someone that you two will kind of get like really wrapped up really quickly. Clue cards, clues. Can we have some clues about how you can recognize this connection or how you did or will meet? Clues about how blue apatite moon person can recognize this person or did or will meet. January coming up. That's not the first time today. That's a significant month. It could be a birthday. I'll say right now it could be a Capricorn because you got 7 of Pentacles. But that's not necessarily, you know, the case. You could be that. One of you may have a January birthday. You may have met in January. You may have ended in January. You may have something big happen between you in January. This one feels almost more like someone you haven't met yet or someone you don't know well, but that's just for some people. It is definitely possible that it's anything on the range of knowing them yet. Another message about how to recognize this person, or a message about how you did or will meet. Maybe. Okay, so this is someone who there's going to be a question. There's going to be a question. Like maybe it's going to feel like, is this possible? Is there a possibility here? There's some uncertainty with this connection with this person. Like it's kind of like, well, you are guarded, but like it's kind of like, do I want to do this? Maybe I could do this. Real kind of like weighing it. Real I feel like they're into you when you come together, or if you have, but you're more you'll recognize it because you'll kind of be like, maybe, like you're curious and you're interested, but you're also cautious. But we already knew you were cautious. Let me get a read on the energy, emotional energy, and some emotional energy in this connection. I mean, really, many connections will have many feelings. I just want to replace this candle because I like having it there. Let me put another one. I just noticed it went out. Also, I got this new mugwort and it's just not staying lit at all as long as I want it to. It's annoying. Live and learn where to buy your stuff. All right. Emotional. Tell me about a message about some emotional energy in this connection. Some emotional energy in this connection. Yeah, I see this as a younger person who's really driven and really interesting to you and attractive in that in how they are. Like they're sort of like their ambition and their drive is and their like desire to grow is attractive to you, but you may be like you're questioning it because like I think almost because they are younger and you're kind of like, yeah, you don't really know how it is yet, almost. But that's just you being away. But let's just see. What's an emotional energy in this particular connection? Space. Yeah, okay. There's going to be a need for space here. And it sounds like, I get the feeling it's going to be you feeling like you need some space, like to figure out whether or not this is something you want to invest in. Like they have a real, like, they seem to have a thing about like putting their investments in the right places too. But I get the sense they're really into you. So it's really just a matter of being able to give each other space is a thing between you. Like, and it doesn't look like a problem. Like, they may take it a little bit personally. So, you know, you can tend to that how you decide. I could be wrong. But I also wanted, this card also makes me want to go back to the moon. And, you know, with this being all dark and space and moon being, you know, we were talking about like, well, definitely the confusion aspect of moon energy, but also the space to explore those feelings. I guess I just already said that. It just brings it back to me. Like you're looking for answers in your intuition about what to do with this person when this happens or if this happened. That's how you know who that is. And okay, talk to me about what this person wants and needs. The energy of what this Eight of Wands person wants or needs. They've got Aquarius energy in there. Yeah, they need to be able to grow and learn and create. Aquarius, okay, they need to be able to think for themselves, feel supported in that. They need to feel like they can, like you will support their endeavors and their ambitions and they need to feel like what they offer to you is meaningful as well. Like to you. They need to feel that what they offer anyone is meaningful. Whatever it is they're doing to grow, I get the feeling it may have to do with giving. Like they want to give, it's humanitarian in a way. Like whatever it is that they're building and they seem to me to be on a clear path, like a successful kind of like road ahead of them. Like they seem to be really driven to make that happen. And I think that they want and need to feel like everything they do matters. Like their love for you matters, their attention for you, their care for you, but also like what they're doing in life needs to matter and that you support that. Okay. So maybe that'll give you a clue as to who this person is if you've met them. If not, maybe you'll recognize them when they pop up. If they pop up, you can try to pull them in if you like them. You like what you see here today and want to try. Oh, I keep putting these away and I didn't mean to. I'm going to put this here. Okay. Let's get a third energy. A third potential connection for you. Just hanging around your energy. Who is it? Who's another one? Show me another one. Moon person has very, very, very many options. We're just getting 3. I want to see another energy around you. Okay, here we have the 3 of Wands. That is that's manifestation power. That's planning ahead and looking at the bigger picture. Like this is somebody who I'm brought back to the spider. Like this is somebody who also like cares about like the big picture, the lifelong endeavor, you know, like things that stay, things that are significant, you know, not somebody who's just trying to like hit and run or anything like that. Tell me more about this 3 of Wands. person, their energy. And we have the Magician. Perfect. Okay. If you're trying to manifest somebody, I think they're here. Magician, speaking about, you know, honestly, everything I just said, like, this is believing you can make it happen. This person is a real force. This person is like on top of it in a sweet way. This is a metaphysical like master. This is somebody who knows what they want, or at least figures it out and like goes for it. This is in a romantic energy. This is somebody who, you know, once they have their mindset on you, it's going to be hard to get out of their hold, you know, and you're feeling guarded, but like I have a feeling that this is someone that you have been or did or will ask for. Like this feels like a manifested connection. Like you specifically said what you wanted and you're like, oh, it feels like magic. It feels like someone appeared out of your dreams with this person, if that makes sense. Someone who really seems like they could fit into your life. I'm inclined to say, I could be wrong. I still want to believe. I still think that this could be on, you know, at any place on the spectrum of knowing each other. However, I feel like this is someone you also maybe haven't met yet. Because I think I said that about this one. And then this one you probably have. This person, I think there's a strong chance you have not met them yet, but you will know them when you meet them, because there's going to be this strong feeling of like, you're what I asked for. And I think that'll go both ways. They seem powerful. They seem irresistible. And they've got qualities that you're looking for because you asked for them. And there's definitely something about you, or they wouldn't be here, period. They wouldn't come in, they wouldn't cross paths with you. They're very intentional. They wouldn't have crossed paths with you if they weren't meant to. So let's get some clues about how you might recognize this person. How you might recognize this person, or a clue about how you did or will meet them, how you would meet them or recognize them. How would you meet them or recognize them? I could have been asking it that way through the whole thing. This is the final reading of the final reading of the whole reading. And I'm finally like figuring out how to ask this question. It's hard. How would you recognize or meet them? Verbs, you know? A meeting. Okay, well, let me get another one. This just really feels like so incredibly manifested to me. Like so just like intentional. Like so it's almost like a magic meeting. Like it's like so chance, and so there's something so just like orchestrated about it, like divinely orchestrated about it, you may feel. I mean, it could be so many things. This could be like work, it could be a date, it could be meeting online, it could be meeting through friends. There's so many, it's really wide open. But the way you'll recognize it, that I'm getting, is that it's gonna feel like you had to meet. You were meant to meet. Meant to. And you'll know it. You'll both know it. I'm sure of it. Okay. how another message about how you would recognize or meet this person. Something you read. All right. You could very well be reading a bio. You could very well be reading. I get that someone could be reaching out to you because of something they read, and then you'll read their message. Or this definitely does have a little bit of a bio, you know what I'm talking about? Like dating app kind of thing, social media kind of thing. Like there's definitely a feeling of, I was going to say stalking, but there's definitely a feeling of like getting information and giving information like before you actually meet. That's something that's involved in the inception that has to do with like knowing something about the person before you actually exchange any material world energy. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's not too confusing. I do get a vibe of bio reading, to be totally honest with you. Can I have a message about an emotion in this connection? Message about an emotion in this connection between this Eight of Wands, Moon, and Moon Blue Apatite. These two. Tell me an emotion between these two in this connection. Fear. All right. I think it's going to be overwhelming to somebody. As intentional as they seem, and you to a degree, I think this may make you afraid. Not in like a scary, horror way, but in like a I just feel like there's a sense of like, where did you come from? And how in the world, like, did this happen? And like being a little freaked out by it. That's what I'm getting. And just like a fear of where it could go, like a fear of the intensity, a fear of this person being like really powerful, and a fear of like losing yourself to them. I don't feel they're that afraid. I feel you are. I feel like it brings up fear-based reactions like insecurity or wanting to run type of stuff. Like I don't know. Now I'm gonna look at what this person, what is this Three of Wands? What did I call them before? Did I call them something else? If I did, I'm sorry. What is this Three of Wands, Magician, want and need in a connection? Especially this connection. What do they want and need? This could be their moon sign, could be Venus, Mars, but also I'm just looking to tell you a message about what they want and need in a connection, especially yours. And you have, I can't see, Pisces. Oh, I could have just looked at the Queen of Cups. I'm trying to read the little thingy. Pisces energy. They want and need. They want and need like romance. Like they want and need like creativity and optimism. They want and need dreamy, ethereal qualities. Like they want the romance. They need to feel needed. They need to feel kind of like caught up, you know what I mean? Like in a relationship, they want to feel like really kind of swept away with you, like out, I just got like mermaids out at sea, like, you know, they want to feel very enticing to you. They want to feel very mushy and emotional. They want to feel free to express their emotions. They want to feel free to have them. They need you to be open and honest about your emotions. So this could be challenging. This could be someone you really want to meet, but you're going to have the challenge in the way of opening up to them emotionally, and it's something they need from you, is for you to open up emotionally. That's just what I'm feeling. So, you know, this person seems really irresistible to you, but at the same time, it won't be that easy to let your guard down and let them in and open up with them. But, you know, I don't get the feeling that they have any bad intentions if you do meet or have met this person. I think they're actually super rad, but they're just intense as hell, and it's a little scary. So, like, you just have to kind of, you know, be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. And if you can find it in you to just, you know, admit that to them, I think they can handle that. Anyway, all right, well, so, you know, like, it just seems like this really fated, or not fated, but destined, powerful manifestation magic meeting. And then we had the, like, probably younger than this one, at least, if not younger than you, I think younger than you, thing that makes you kind of go, could we do something? And then this one, the security person, who's very much like you, but has some kind of, like, reason to feel their security is threatened right now, but is someone you may already know, and someone you're probably gonna meet if you haven't, because you guys just have, like, a real similar energy, real similar, and real high likelihood and usual spots. This all just speaks of someone that you probably already know or are going to. You're not even going to be able to not, you know. So good luck to you. Everything looks good. You have a lot of options. You have at least 9 very significant energies around your energy that you could bring into being if you both so will. All right, I hope this was fun for you. Bye.